So welcome. So we are doing the ancestral clearing now, and this is part two of the clearing. So which is going to be interesting. This one is going to be about your soul, who was the grandparent. But before we go, let's talk. And how did you feel? Did you feel the energy coming in, and did you feel the pressure on your head? So this is interactive. I have students here, and they are going to share their experiences. Any of you would like to say how you felt?
Yes, I did feel some pressure on my head. A lot of tingling sensation in my lower spinal cord.
So that means it started to clear. So, um, the pressure was the energy that it was connected with you.
Right. So it started to clear. Also, yeah. my navel part.
Nice.
Also.
Wonderful. Nice. How about you?
A little pressure and some twitching in my neck on the left side, and strong visuals, stuff coming out of me, stuff coming out of my navel especially.
A lot of stuff coming out of your navel.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. So would you also like to share?
Mostly left-sided pressure. No tingling at this point, so I'm sure that's to come.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still uncomfortable actually.
Right, because the part is they made you feel the energy where it is and how it is in your body, and then they've started the clearing process. So the process has just begun. It's not that they did it and it's done, because it could be both your great grandfather did something, both sides, or it could be just one did, or it could be like both of them did, and then both of them this side also, like all four of them did. Yes, you have a question?
Yeah, so could it also be from my father's side too?
Yes, it can be. That's why I'm saying it's like four. So they can be from either sides, so four from here, four from here, four from here, four from here. So from all of that coming down. That's your DNA, right? You get your DNA from your father, your mother, then your father gets it from his parents. So you have the one here, then the two here, then the two here. So that's why I said the four from there.
So we just cleared all that.
Yes, we not just cleared, we started the process. Okay. It's not cleared yet. Okay, so it depends on how much you have from them coming down. So the process has started. Sometimes if people don't have much, you won't feel anything, no pressure. That means you don't have that energy in you and there was nothing there. So that's a good thing. So it might be like when we go to the next one, you might feel in the next one. And maybe you might not feel in the next one. You had all this energy from this one only. Okay. So, but now you've experienced it and you felt it. So anytime you have this feeling, just make sure you sit down and every time you have that, because it might be, sometimes it can get intense. Other times, just breathe it out, like let it out. So you can allow, and then drink water and go to the bathroom. You can allow that energy to be flushed out of you, because they're trying to clear the process. So don't hold it in. Don't connect with it. Don't try to, sometimes people who are spiritual try to connect with, why am I having this? What is going on? So then they're connecting with the energy of the great, the grandparent, and that life, which is not your life. Okay, and then they mistake it, or they go into past life regression that, oh, I have the vision of this, and they mistake it as their own vision, and they're working on it, trying to clear it, but it does not clear because it's not them. Does that make sense? Okay, and that's when people wonder, is like, I went and did this past life regression about this, and nothing actually worked, nothing happened, because it was a clearing. You were doing it for someone else, not for yourself. And you were not the one. It just had to. So this is where this is different than the past life regression.
So generally speaking,
right.
How long?
Because people have asked me this question, that's why I'm answering this question.
Right, but how long what does it take for the clearing to be complete?
Sometimes it's within the 10 months as we go through this class, as the series we go through. And sometimes it takes even after that, because if you have a lot of things, so say if you have things from your great grandparents and then great great grandparents, so we are clearing the levels, and I don't know how many layers they go up. They have not told me yet. So it depends on, but you will start to see the shift in your life as it starts to clear. You'll start to see the shift. The energetically, it starts to take and clear and release all that. So you start to see the shift in that negative energy is not there, not attached with you. So which is a good thing. Okay. It might take time in your body if it is affected your DNA. That takes time because it's changing into each and every cell in your body. Okay, so say for example, your great great grandfather did something and he had he or she had because of that a slurring, or he had something, he couldn't talk very properly, and say your kid is talking like that, and you might think it is an autism, it is something happening with them, and it might just be that as soon as this clears and this changes in your DNA, it starts to change in their DNA and they actually start to get better.
And that's where we did that clearing.
Right.
To start on
exactly. So the negative energy starts to change and shift, and that shifts into your children as well.
So here's an off-base question.
Yes.
As far as, I understand it's ancestral and it's coming from them, but can that also be part of our emotional factor? Like if we feel anger
right.
or
yes.
hostility,
Yes,
So,
and that's what this energy does.
So
when this ancestral energy comes in, the negative energy is coming in, flowing, it connects with you, it can take over your brain and your mind. So then you're actually talking stuff which actually you might be thinking you're saying something, you might be thinking, why am I saying this to you? Like, why? I have no control over my brain. I have no control over my mind, and things just fly out of your mouth for no reason.
That's not exactly what's going on.
Right. So basically what is happening in your life is this negative energy flowing through you takes over, and you're like totally blinded by it, and you get angry, irritated, and you just, all these stuff comes out of your mouth and you're hurting that person you love, or including your kids. You might be very sometimes rude and nasty. It just comes out and it flows out, and that might not be the real person, real you inside. And sometimes we think that's medically we think, I'm not trying to, I'm not being a doctor, but I'm just saying what this energy can do,
Yeah, so people think that they need medications.
Right, but when this energy is cleared, exactly, when this energy is cleared, you're not like that anymore. It changes and makes you who you are at that core level, because it basically, that energy comes in, like I said, it comes in at different stages in your life. So it's not the whole time that you're like that. Okay, it's at a certain stage, certain age in your life when that grandparent must have done something to somebody at that age, that energy comes to you at that age.
Oh.
Okay, so point to remember when they have done something at that age. So it normally happens if they have hurt somebody. So it normally happens at an adult age, not a younger age. Okay. So like you have the relationship energy coming in, disrupting your relationship. You're saying things without any control in your mouth, and as well as your finances too. This is when you start to make money and do some business or do something, and your finances are not good because of this energy. It just blinds you. Sometimes it blinds people. I've seen that. It'll be like, I don't need the money. Why do I need the money? So they create their own block. I don't need the money. Money is really bad. So it can be coming from that aspect of that energy. Something happened in that lineage, that time, and then it shifted that DNA. Or they hurt somebody, or somebody cheated on them, and then they said, oh my God, I wish I didn't have the money.
That also happens for other people, the other person too. Like if they had a past like that.
Right, but that's your soul. That's your soul's thing. I'm talking about someone else,
Yeah.
the other soul having that, and that energy flowing through you, if that is your grandparent. So especially if any of your grandparents have been a part of the Holocaust, when there was things happening, traumatic things happening, and they left everything and they came running, and they were refugees, and they started their lives all the way from the beginning. So that's hard, and that energy flows through generations to you, and that also creates energy of depression because of that energy, the sadness and depression. People don't know why they're just sad, and they go to doctors, and doctors try to ask, and like, why are you sad? There's no answer. And you talk about your life, there's everything you have in your life, and a lot of people, even a lot of people who have the money too, have experienced that, because they don't know why they're sad, even though they have everything. So this is very interesting. So now let's go on to the next part, which is, so again, this is Bhavna Shrivastava, even if I didn't tell, the golden light, and we are talking about spiritual clearing for at the soul level, for ancestrals. Okay, so we are doing ancestral clearing today. Now we're going to go to the next step, which is the next clearing, which is all about your soul. So if your soul was the grandparent, okay, or the great grandparent, okay, and then came back in the same family, and now it's sort of, I always say, sort of your karma, your soul's karma. If you hurt somebody, it comes full cycle on. So then they hurt you back, right? So if you have that kind of a thing, which you did, being a grandparent, so that energy is flowing through you, and so that we can clear that. And if you have kids, and if they are going through, if they're teenagers, and they are going through issues in their personal life because of that reason, their energies will also be cleared. If they're breaking up one after another, their energies will also be cleared up as a result of this. Okay, but if you have a parent, they would not be cleared, because it's not them we are clearing. We go up to the grandparent, which is, we're doing your soul clearing. Make sense with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anybody has any questions on that?
So this is very similar to the previous clearing.
No, it's different. This is your soul who was a grandparent or great grandparent in your family lineage, and has decided to come back as a great grandchild in the same family, but did something not nice there. So because it was your soul has to go through the karmic thing, and has to suffer through that. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this is different than the previous one. Okay. So anything else? Any other questions?
This is also could affect, like if it's affecting me and I'm lashing out on a person,
Mm-hmm.
because that person might have hurt me or something like that, or
Yes, it can be. So it could also be that you hurt that person in that lifetime, and so this person has come back, and maybe you died or you moved on with somebody else, so this person has come back into your life to hurt you. Sometimes this other soul can be revengeful, or sometimes it is like you need to get even, and the life has to come full circle. So what you gave, you receive. Okay, till there's okay, it's all done. Okay, so what we're trying to do today is it's all done. Okay, you hurt me, I hurt you, we are even now. No more hurting each other. So we clear that energy. Okay, so but that person necessarily does not. So this is the interesting part. Is that person necessarily? So this is the third part is what could be you could be confusing. What I'm saying is, if you were the grandparent there, great grandparent there, and you hurt somebody there, okay, and now you are here. So that energy of the hurt you created is coming down here. So did you see what I did? That energy here, what you created of hurt, is coming down here. So we are now talking about the soul, another person. That's the third clearing. Remember I said three clearings at the soul, ancestral level, at the soul level. So this is the second part where you hurt these many people. It could be in relationship, it could be money related, but you created this energy of hurt and pain, and now you've come back. So that energy is coming back to you now again, because that was your energy. That was the energy created by you. And that's coming back now again to sort of haunt you, let's put it that way, or hurt you again. Okay, because you hurt them, so it's going to hurt you. But how, you don't know, because what it can also do, it can create an energy of, I call it like a mist, a dark mist around you. So you always feel lost and you don't have a clear clarity. So it's like then you're walking everywhere with a dark mist around you all the time because of all those energies there. So this creates, this clearing will release that mist off of you. So understand what in the first one was, right? First one was created that energy which is on top of your head. This creates an energy around you like a mist. So you're always like lost and like confused and I don't know what to do in my life, and then low energy and have no energy and feel tired very easily and exhausted, and then just get upset with everybody and angry with everybody, irritated. So generally, because you're in that mist with the dark energy, and this comes, and like I said, depending on when you did what to people, this energy comes down on you. And it is around you. So it is not on top of your head like the previous one was on top of your head and your shoulders and your neck. This is all around you. So it makes you feel exhausted, tired, like not feeling good. Like I just want to curl up in my bed and not talk with anybody, or I'm not good enough. All those feelings come up, even if your parents are like very loving and nice. That feeling comes up and like, no, just leave me alone. Let me be. So the world's not made for me. So that's because of that mist around you. Because the soul knows I have hurt so many people, so I don't want to interact with people because I'm going to get it back. Make sense? So I might as well not do anything with anybody. Let me just be by myself. Otherwise, I'm going to get it. Or when you meet them, because you haven't had the clearing, you're again back to your being not nice self because you're still surrounded with that energy. Does that make sense?
I know a lot of this.
Does anybody connect with that? And you feel sulking for no reason. Like there could be sometimes days where you don't know, you're just lying in bed and don't have enough energy to even get out of bed and be like, I want to do something. I don't want to do anything. I don't know what's good in life. So when you're feeling like that, because that's the, like I always say it's like a mist which is around you, which is covering your entire aura and your entire body. It's not just your head. Okay, so this one is going to be a very powerful one. So are you ready for the clearing? Okay, so uncross your legs, do not cross them. Sit down properly. And I want everybody to sitting down, no, not lying down, because we want, for this, we're going to connect you to Mother Earth. Okay, so that you can be held. Oh, this is going to be a powerful one if you feel this energy. And we're going to have open your palms, putting them on your lap, taking a deep breath in and breathing out. And closing your eyes, we're going to do a couple of those deep breaths. And as I'm doing, I'm just making that sound, because what we're releasing is not more from inside, we're releasing more from around us. Okay, so, and what we breathe in is some actually from around us. So we're releasing that energy which is around us, which is now stuck in our body, which is inside us. Okay, so good. And now just, I'm going to invite Mother Earth to come in and enter through your feet. And going up all the way through your feet. Through your knees, through your thighs, through your stomach. And we're going to hold it right there. And now we're going to invite the group of angels, archangels, and the divine energies which are here teaching this class to bring their energies collectively together. And so imagine yourself standing under a bulb of light, like a flashlight, in a room. And feel their energies from the top going all around you, and you're standing, and you're actually going to get very warm, very nice and hot and warm as the energies start to come down. They're going to go around you first, so you might not feel anything as they start to clear your aura. You're going to feel that like a flashlight from the top of you, that energy coming down all around you. You might feel a little pressure on top of your chest as they start to clear and release. Or different parts of your body. You're going to start to feel the pressure as they start to clear around your body. And now we're going to have that energy enter as well into your body, into your head, and pushing away all that which is on your head and letting it out from all directions. Going down to your throat and your neck and feel the energy pushing out everything from all directions there. And then it might just go down to your chest and you can feel it going from the center of your chest, pushing out everything from there. You might even feel a pressure there. And just if you feel a lot, you can always feel like you can breathe out. Go ahead, feel that. And then if not, we can just pull and release. We can ask them to let it out or just breathe it out. That's sometimes easier and faster. Like, and letting it out. And we're going to go into your stomach. Sometimes people tend to hold it. And if you feel any tightness anywhere else apart from your chest area or your heart area, sometimes you can feel a lot of pain as it releases. Sometimes you can feel pressure, tightness. We're going to allow. It could also be right behind upper back. And we can ask that energy to be released from there as well. And sometimes it can be that if you've had a lifetime in the same, even if it was in the same family, being a warrior and have hurt people. So it's that energy coming in. So we're going to release, ask them to release and clear. And then we're going to go into your stomach area and we're going to clear from there, pushing from all different directions. And then you're going to go in your middle and your lower back with that and feel it and letting it out. And the sides, so where you have your kidneys and your liver, your pancreas, we're going to release all that energy which generally gets stored there for women, even their pancreas for their uterus and their ovaries, it gets stuck there as well. Or you can even get hernia because of that. So we're going to release and let go of all that energy stuck on those organs. And ask the divine energies, the group of them, to be clearing that right now. it like totally feels like a detox happening in your body right now as those energies release. It feels you're going to feel it like a pain or a tightness in one spot. As it starts to clear, starts to feel lighter there. It's easier to let go again. Breathe it out. So breathing it out again. And we're also going to go to your knees. Sometimes we take on the energies in the knee and hold it there. For men, it can also be the pancreas. So we're going to go into your pancreas. And your prostate. So, sometimes that is created with that as well. So we're going to release the energy if it's stuck in there. So anywhere you feel right now, your body is starting to feel from being normal to hot. And as it starts to clear, you're going to start to feel a little cooler and cooler. You're not going to feel so much hot, but you're going to start to feel cool. Letting go. And we're going to thank the Mother Earth. And we're going to thank all these group of the divine energies present here. And we're going to thank them. I'm just going to take a few more minutes to release anything. If you have it in your, say, shoulder blades in the back, and going into your feet. So 2 places. So we're going to release energy stuck there. And for women, also the breast. So we're going to release from your breast any energy stuck there, or it can be right behind. Like I said, there could be a tightness in your shoulder. Not the shoulder, just drop down from the shoulder like a handful. So we're going to release from there. You might just feel like jumping as the energy clears. You might have shivers or tingling sensations going up and down your body. Or you might just yawn. Your body might just push you to yawn as it clears. So coming back into the now, thanking them. You're going to open, rub your hands, put them on your eyes. Put them on your heart or your chest, and then breathe out. And we're going to do a quick forgiveness from our soul. So we're going to put your hands back here. This, which I have not done this in other classes, but I'm being called to do it today. So we're going to go to the soul, connect with the soul. our own soul, and we're going to say to the soul that today, as my own soul from another lifetime, being in this family, all the people, all the souls I hurt, I ask for forgiveness from them. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. I also disconnect with you. And I release you. And please release me too. And now give me 3 deep breaths, biggest mouth ever. Like, and I disconnect and release and shift that. Wonderful. That's good. How do you all feel?
Amazing.
Did you feel that in your body?
Yes.
Did you feel it around your body? Yeah, we don't realize how much, So it's very interesting. Each one of you felt it. That means you've been in this family before too. Your soul has been part of this family before as well. So we're going to do it again. We're going to go drink some more water, and then we're going to go to the bathroom, and then we're going to come back again. All right. And so you're going to do the same thing, and we will connect back in the 3rd class with the ancestral clearing. So don't go anywhere. Connect to the next video, and do make sure, do the clearing. Do not leave that. So you do want to receive that. Okay. Bye for now. From Bhavna, the golden light. I love you all. Mwah.